What up, Craig?
Oh, Craig.
Let's get this Craig show on the road.
All right, so last time on D&D, you guys made your way to Artesia's study, which had been barricaded shut from the inside by her first creation named Alpha. And she was kind of like talking to you guys, like made some, what was it, blackberry tarts and pickled owlbear.
Oh, I ate the tarts, I remember.
Yeah. And
fair enough for you, but
you guys met one of her creations that's kind of like her right-hand guy. And his name is Arrow. And he...
Arrowed.
Yeah. He has a bow and arrow. He is fletching some arrows whenever you guys
I
met him.
remember him doing all that foul shit right in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So it was kind of
felching again, boys.
It was kind of early in the day whenever you guys left the Earth Giant ruins and you made your way to Artesia's study kind of like late in the day. And kind of like in the midst of that, you guys fought the owlbear and the two goblins. And she offered to let you guys chill out with her and camp out so that she could talk to you guys and maybe you could help her out with her rebellious teenager, as it were.
Arrowed. Wait, which one? Alfalfa or Arrow?
Alfalfa. No, Arrow is a good boy trademark.
Oh boy. Is he like his tendies?
He if he needed to eat or drink, then he would.
Dude, does he ever I don't even want to know. Don't ruin Arrow for me.
No, he's a very meek guy. He's definitely like gives you neutral good vibes just as a first impression.
Gotcha.
And Artesia is an old gnome woman, very old. And she talks about how she left Storm's Eye because she was kicked out of the college there, basically, for her trying to figure out how to create life, and that she's obviously figured out one way or another how to create life.
A way. She knows the way.
She knows the way.
She
is the queen.
So she created some Warforged. How can I determine a diplomatic way to ask them how they exist without being rude?
Like how
uncouth would it be for me to like try and like diagram their moving parts and stuff?
Like drawing diagrams and stuff, and like, what makes you tick?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, can I see inside this joint?
You can certainly ask.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'll wait till they're unconscious.
Oh my god. Well, they don't really go unconscious. You actually notice that whenever they quote unquote go to sleep, that their eyes still glow, but they're completely immobile and they don't actually react to any stimuli.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, they like stay sitting up for 4 hours at a time.
Huh.
Wow.
They just are letting their
So they're kind of like elves.
In a way, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Definitely some similarities there.
I say I make that connection to Cynthia and tell them that they're just like her.
Oh.
Created in the image of your god. Wait.
So in the morning, what kind of stuff are you guys doing in this situation? I assume that you guys are kind of like set up in your own tents, while Artesia's like tents and stuff are set up adjacent to yours. The Warforged definitely revere her, and they all call her mother. And she has like a kind of decadent tent with some
like very
primo stitching.
I know I wanted to like get some ritual materials from her stores to like do that prayer to Timora, but it's not like order of business number one.
Oh, that's right. Do you mention that to her?
When it seems like there's time, like you said we're in tents, so we're not like at her place yet, right? Oh shit.
Right. You're like 300 feet away.
Okay. Well, I'll just bring it up when we're already going to her house or something, like when we're already there.
Sure,
as a
sure.
by type thing.
Yeah. Yeah, she wakes up and she like prepares some of her Warforged. I forget how many I said that she had with her last time, but it's around 7, including arrow. And she's like, "All right, guys, you want to help me get back into my tower?"
Yes, go.
I will help you.
Nice. You guys escort her, and she's walking really fucking slowly because she's so old. And you guys get to kind of like a safe talking distance. And Artesia's like, Alpha, let us in. You don't know what you're doing. I'm your mother. And Alpha's basically like, fuck off, Mom.
Alpha needs a spank.
Yeah, he needs to get grounded for sure.
So edgy.
No, Alpha is like, Artesia, I see that you've acquired some new people under your employ. Are they going to try to break in here? Because you and I both know that you made this fortress pretty impregnable. And Artesia's like, Alpha, I made you. Come on, let us in. You don't know what you're doing.
Why are you all, I ask? I don't want to ask anything. I'm just going to make this worse.
And Alpha's like, you know why.
I clarify that we are not under her employ. We're just adventurers.
Yeah. Alpha's like, be that as it may, it seems like she's roped you guys into, and I'm about through with this. So me and the Warforged that are working with me, we're studying the forge in here right now, but we don't want to live under this tyranny anymore.
Interesting. What say you, Artesia?
Artesia kind of like
this be about?
Artesia face palms and she's like, Alpha, you need to chill out a little bit, dude.
Ah, yes. The diplomacy master.
And Alpha's like, you need to go back to your camp because you're not going to get anything from me. I'm not going to let you in right now. And you see some other Warforged kind of like peeking through the windows, and like they're kind of like skittish about the whole situation, about defying their mother like this.
Do you guys have any ideas? I was just gonna ask him, like, under what conditions would you let us in?
That sounds fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seems good.
Before you can do that, Tonki yells up. He's like, "Do you have no honor that you would disrespect your creator in this way?
Oh shit! You
What
get,
reasons do you have to be so disrespectful?"
dude. That's so tonky, and you get inspiration if you didn't already have it. But he's like, me have no honor. Just look at Artesia. She commands us around like we're playthings. And Artesia's like, well, I don't think that we're gonna get anywhere, so let's just go back and think about this. And she turns around and starts walking back towards the camp.
Huh.
Anyone like the Warforged more?
Do what?
The lady.
Tonki screams that it's a child's duty to respect and obey his parents unless they give them good reason not to.
He's like, I am definitely not a child. And even if I were, I would not be her child.
Who? Okay. What would you? How do you conceptualize the situation then?
He's generally untrusting of you and seems pretty reluctant to answer any further questions.
I say, okay, well, I'll call you later, buddy.
Okay. He's like, yeah, you do that. We're not letting you in.
I will, and yes, you will. I'm a charmer. I want to roll some sort of charisma check to do this in a persuasive manner.
Yeah, roll persuade.
Oh Jesus. Okay. I could use inspiration on this, but I feel like it would be wrong too. So I got a 4.
Okay. He kind of scoffs at you, and he turns around and he makes kind of like a hand signal to tell the other Warforged to step away from the windows.
Oh God, am I about to get fucking like ballisted?
No, it's pretty silent after a while in the tower, at the windows at least.
Okay.
They just told you to talk to the hand.
Yeah.
Because the chasis ain't listening.
The what?
What?
The
Chassis?
chases?
Chassis?
Oh.
Chassis? I actually don't know how it's pronounced because I've heard it so many different ways.
Chassis.
Chassis?
Yeah.
The chassis ain't listening.
The chassis is sassy.
Dude, Ghost just borked. The bork of a fiend.
Did he make like all the sounds of each of the letters when he said bork?
Yeah. Bah.
So whenever you guys go back to the camp, I'm assuming that you follow her if there's nothing left to do at the tower.
Yeah, I do.
You actually get to you see a new Warforged that's standing at the where the campfire would be, but it's out since morning. I'm gonna set it up again. And he has like kind of a small torso, and his knees go backwards, if that makes sense.
He's got chicken feet. He's got raptor legs.
Yeah, he's got chicken legs. And our teacher's like, Runner, what are you doing here?
I've heard.
And Runner is like, it's about Crusher. And he looks to you guys and looks to Artesia and is kind of like twiddling his thumbs. And Artesia's like, these guys are cool. You can say it. What's going on with Crusher? And he's like, it's at the the Fey Silver Mine. Crusher.
Oh no!
He broke through the forbidden door, and Artesia's like, "What the fuck? What are? Why are all my children doing these things to me right now?"
I love her diction. Like, she's this like, I don't know. She's like a groundbreaking like mage that learned how to create Warforged AI life. And
Yeah.
she's just like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, for sure.
I am 100% about it. Like, don't get me wrong at all.
She's definitely got that kind of vibe of like the old people that wear socks with sandals and like
Oh my!
suspenders and shit out in public. Just I don't care anymore. I'm fucking old. You can think what you want to think.
I can't wait.
Artesia's like, yeah. She's like, yeah. Well, that's pretty crazy. I don't know why my children are doing this. Hey, you guys. And she turns to the party and she's like, do you think that you could maybe go and talk to my son? He's always been kind of blockheaded. I don't know why he would try to break through the forbidden door. But
I ask if his head is made out of a block.
his head is definitely a cube. And she's basically like, hey, I gotta stay here with my study, basically with my fortress. It's kind of my life's work. But do you think that you guys could go check out what's gotten into Crusher? Because I mean, he's kind of like a simple-minded Warforged, and I don't think that sounds like him to specifically go against my orders. Yeah, specifically disobey me.
I mean, I'm always down to help.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
We got you, girl.
Let's go.
Nice. Fate. Yeah. So it's the Fey Silver Mine, and it's like probably an hour of walking away, and it's like off like perpendicularly from where you guys showed up, and she sends Runner with you, and she talks about how there's an enchantment that she put on some stones around her study to kind of confuse intruders, but that Runner is like fitted with anti that enchantment, so you guys should be fine.
GPS.
Yeah. She's got
Cool.
satellites.
Dope. Okay, cool. Maybe Runner can help us out with what's going on here in this strange conflict we've found ourselves in the presence of.
Yeah, you can tell that he feels really awkward whenever he's going with you guys, and he's like constantly checking you guys' pace because he's unused to like humanoids walking with him. It's always either Artesia, who's slow as fuck, or other Warforged who can kind of keep like a quick pace without tiring.
I asked him what they eat for food,
He says,
where they get their energy.
we don't need to eat. We mostly, I don't know, it's kind of like Artesia's deal, but we don't need to eat. We just kind of like recharge over the course of a few hours every night.
Huh.
She says that the arcane energy sustains us, but I don't know what specific arcane energy or anything like that.
Okay. Alrighty.
You sound very like mistrusting.
Mysterious energy source. In a world like this.
Yeah.
Artesia's a double genius.
Artesia jalapeno?
I said, so Artesia is a double genius.
Oh yeah.
Artesia's what?
A double genius
Oh yeah?
for inventing an infinite fuel source. And also,
And creating life.
and
Like
an
this shit
AI.
go over. We did
Hell
it.
yeah.
We did it, Reddit.
Whenever you guys get to the Fey Silver mine, it's kind of like an unassuming like crag in the side of a hill, trademark. And there's some railings that go down into the hole, and you can see that they kind of descend at like a 30-degree angle from the horizontal. And there's not any carts or anything around, but you can tell that it kind of like descends down into the earth.
Okay.
And Renner's like, yeah, maybe you guys could go in there and talk to him, but I don't know. As soon as he crossed that threshold and went into that room, I was kind of fucking out of there.
So I lost my train of thought. Never mind. Proceed. Oh, right. Not to be racist, but Tonki, do you know anything about mines?
I mean, because I get a racial bonus on knowledge of stonework, so I feel like I just have like a kind of base knowledge about mining.
All right. Word. So does the stonework difference between like what's in front of the door and what's behind the door, is it like significantly different? Like, can we learn anything about what the door was? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
was it like a thing that was sealed off, or like, is this what's going on with this here door?
Yeah, I could do a check. Andre's muted right now, though.
That's probably because he's
Yeah, what you...
oh.
Sorry, what you doing a check for? With your dwarven shit?
Just to see, specifically to see if the stonework, like if the door and like what's behind it are significantly different. Like if the door is kind of like a seal that someone else put on it.
Right. So, what you see at this point, just looking towards the mine, is just kind of a hole that goes in there. There's no broken door or anything like that. The actual door is down inside the mine.
All right. So what's keeping us from approaching that and investigating it further?
Go for it.
I'm down. I'll go up in there and use like a history check or something to see if I notice anything about like what's maybe on the walls or something, assuming there's anything. 21.
Okay, so you don't know anything about the history. So I'm assuming that you guys are like walking down into the tunnel, and it just seems like cleaved, like hewn out of the rock. There's very big like strokes, like scrape marks that kind of go down the whole way into the tunnel. This is not a natural tunnel.
But it's also not like a it doesn't look man-made either though, right?
Not man-made.
Okay, well, yeah.
But
Is it-
as
Yeah, I
sorry.
don't know. No, I was just gonna ask, is it machine made?
Yes.
Okay, well there you go.
So as for a history check on this area, you don't know anything about specifically like mining. Like
Yeah.
there's no connection between this area and mining that you know of.
Okay.
And as you are walking downwards for a good like 10 minutes, kind of going deeper and deeper into the ground, and you come across this sudden cavern, I guess you could call it, and it doesn't look hewn out of the rock, and it's lit by these glowing blue crystals.
Huh. Uh-oh, this must be... Intuition says this is somehow related to their energy source.
You want to roll something about it?
I don't know that there's anything my character would know about the ins and outs of fueling Warforged. What's up,
Did you
Darren?
say nature check?
Yeah, would a nature check tell us anything?
Roll it.
A 15.
It is the same. It is the same hue as Arrow's eyes. His eye glowiness.
Fucking...
I'm good with colors.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Dude, the Feywild is a very colorful place. I'm sure that you have like ultraviolet vision and shit.
I tell them the exact shade and the color of the shade of the pigment.
Yeah. It's kind of like a sea foam falling from the sky kind of
Oh my god.
kind of light sunny day kind of hue, if you guys catch my drift.
All right, it turns to the party and says, "This is where they get their eyeballs." Not really, just a
Hell yeah. I think that exactly what this is.
Yeah. So Runner did come down with you guys, and he's like, okay, so off to the left here, you'll see that it kind of takes a sharp turn quickly into this tunnel. If you go further down there, it kind of hits the Fey Silver mines. If you go to the right here, this is kind of our staging area for equipment. And if you go straight through here, you'll reach the door. And then past that should be Crusher, I guess. I haven't really gotten down there because Artesia generally forbids us from going down that center pathway.
Let's go down the center path.
Cool.
Agree.
So as you go down the center pathway, there is actually there is a staircase there that descends a little ways down, and it does not look hewn, and actually it's broken down a little bit. Kind of old. And once you reach the bottom, there's kind of like these remains of a door, I should say. And if you're standing on this staircase, you can see into the room probably like 5 feet because of the angle. But you can tell that the room is being lit by torches or some sort of like flickering light source.
Should we sneak up ahead and see what we're dealing with?
Anybody got prestidigitation? They could turn the torches off.
That's clever, but no.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Sweet.
That's a good idea.
I have thaumaturgy. I can make it brighter.
Just blind them.
I can make candles and other fire sources like intensify in a spooky manner.
Can I use minor illusion to make it seem like the lights went out?
Oh my gosh.
Without seeing the light sources, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I'm not sure how, because I think with minor illusion you pick either like an image or a sound, and it has to be like within a certain restriction, and then you can make that.
You have to like create an object or something.
Yeah,
Well, it's like a 5x5x5 limit too. Like
Sound or an image of.
Oh dang! I've definitely been bigger than that images before. I will keep that in mind.
Make Artesia yelling at Crusher.
Oh wait, what did you say about Crusher?
That the illusion should be Artesia like yelling for Crusher.
Ooh.
Just like roasting him for being bad.
Crusher!
You fucko!
You useless piece of shit.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna cast minor illusion and I'm gonna do Artesia's voice and she's gonna be like, Crusher, what are you doing in there? And fuck, I rolled a 3. Let's see.
I don't want to kill Crusher.
How does it work? Is it like a DC that everybody else has to make, or do you actually roll to like?
They basically have to investigate it to not be fooled.
Yeah, I think
it's a DC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's an
intelligence check against my spell save DC. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that 3 doesn't matter.
Awesome. That's even better. Okay.
All right, let's give me a 12. A crit. Okay, so what's the DC? I should ask.
Oh, okay. Well, it's 12.
So they all actually make it. They're like,
shit.
What the fuck was that? And then you hear. So it actually.
So Andre, just so you know, usually with minor illusion, they don't like automatically make the check. It's like if they use their action to like investigate, if they're like, is this real?
Okay, fair enough.
It's up to you.
Oh, I see.
So what exactly do you say with Artesia's voice?
I say, Crusher, what are you doing in here? You know you're not supposed to be here. That's it.
So you hear kind of a dopey voice coming from down there. It's like, Artesia, no, get out of here. You need to go save yourself. Get the other brothers and sisters and get out of here.
Oh, no.
And then you hear this really loud sound that kind of sounds like the crackling of firewood and like the boom, like periodic rushing of fire.
Oh my god, dude. Am I about to watch Crusher die?
Oh my
Please,
god.
No.
Crushinator.
So describe. Oh man. So what's separating us from wherever Crusher's voice is coming? Is it like down a tunnel? Like what's the setting? I'm kind of having a hard time visualizing where we are.
So you guys are kind of that cavern that has the crystals in it. There is a doorway I'm assuming that you guys are kind of like in general standing inside, and through the doorway there is a staircase that goes down probably 20 feet to another doorway that has a broken down door. And so you can actually see a very small distance into the room just because of the angle that you guys are at. It's kind of a steep staircase.
Okay, so we're mostly can't see what's going on because of angles, not necessarily lighting.
Right, exactly.
Okay, I was going to say I can throw a light pebble, but I don't think that's going to actually do much in our current situation.
Yeah, and you guys are kind of like in bullet time right now. So is there anything that you guys want to do after you hear Crusher call back up to Artesia's presumed voice?
I want to just go help him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go help this guy out.
Nice. So, you hear kind of a clanking, thudding sound, and the light gets brighter for a second until you see this face that's kind of like so first you see its feet, and it's kind of like bronze clad greaves and armor walk through the doorway, and it crouches down and looks up at you at this face that you can kind of make out to be made out of bronze also, but it's just completely wreathed in flame, and its eyes have like glowy, like are giving off flame, and its hair is flame, and its beard is flame, and everything. And it opens its mouth to speak, but what comes from its mouth aren't words that any of you guys recognize, but more of that sound of like firewood crackling, the foom of fire, and just like general fiery sounds. And everybody roll initiative.
That's boring, right?
I got a 19.
It's medium. It's kind of short and kind of stocky, and it kind of looks like Tonky actually. If you're trying to be a little bit racist.
Oh boy!
Say.
I think I know what this is.
Oh shit! Crit on my initiative, so 21.
Oh, nice. You're like, excuse me, what the fuck is this?
Solid 10.
17.
11. Okay, 11 with my bonus.
Okay, so 17 is Cynthia, 11 is Barash, and what'd Grin get?
19.
Huh?
I got a 19. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me.
Cool. Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool.
Yeah.
We hear ya.
Dope like soap.
Dope like soap, indeed. Seven. Okay, so first up is Tonky.
Right. I'm gonna attack him twice.
Okay.
A 12 and an 18.
The second one hits.
Seven damage.
Cool. You are also going to take... You're going to take 2 fire damage, because when you hit it, it kind of shoots off some embery sparks at you.
That's rude.
It's kind of like whenever you're at a fire, like a campfire, and then the logs fall and shift a little bit, and then the embers kind of flow up through the air. Anyways, it's Grin's turn.
I like that visual. I got what you were saying. And Grin says,
Take.
"Oi, the fuck?" And he casts his spiritual weapon because that's like his go-to thing.
Cool.
And that's his action. And his bonus action will be to scoot the book up to this lad and roll a 19 plus stuff.
Yeah.
To hit him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That means it's time for me to roll my trusty D8 and get calling it 2. 1.
Oh, shit.
So 5 total damage.
Okay. All right, it is Cynthia's turn.
How's it looking?
Still pretty good. Still pretty shiny.
Oh, dang. Okay. I'm gonna shoot a bow. I'm gonna shoot my whole bow at it. I'm gonna shoot an arrow and use a planar warrior to add that force damage.
Are you gonna like pull back?
Crit?
Are you gonna like
What?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, you got a crit?
Yeah.
I won't interrupt. Sorry, I was just gonna say something stupid.
Oh, okay. So. Oh man, I need to look up planar warrior to see if that stuff crits.
Heck yeah.
Dude, I feel like Daryl's about to one-shot this thing. Bingle bangle bung hole, I'm so happy in the jungle. Oh, no.
In the jung hole.
Yeah.
The Carl jung hole.
What is that?
Carl Jung. I don't know. It's a stretch.
Fucking no, I get it. I got it. I'm upset by it.
It doesn't really talk about it. Would it just double with it?
Do it.
It doesn't really talk about the way that planar warrior like talks about the damage. It just says it turns all the damage into force damage, and it also adds another D8.
So if you crit with Firebolt, you roll double D10s, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Rolling double.
Okay, borrow 2 D8s.
'I hope that these lads get blasted.
24 force damage.
Oh my goodness, dude. Dude, you got him as hard as that other dude got Tonki's balls.
How many was it again?
22.
24.
Oh,
24.
4.
Jesus. It's looking really bad right now. It's definitely the metal that makes its body is not like you basically like hammer out its 6-pack. And it's just a big ass dent now. So it is his turn now. And Tonki, whenever you walk down into the doorway, into the second doorway, the scene before your eyes is a big ass Warforged with well, he used to have 2 arms. Now he has one arm that's been dismembered from him and is kind of on the other side of the room, and the other arm is just kind of like hammered into a pulp. It's just like pieces of metal and wood splintered on the ground. And standing over him is another one of these creatures that kind of like has his hammer off to the side, like on top of the pulp, and he's got like a cable wrapped around this Warforged. And then another one of these creatures is kind of standing off to the side.
And another
he not only does he have like flames on his head, but he kind of has like a flame floating above his head. Additionally, so there's 3 creatures. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh shit!
But
one, oh boy,
the one that's right in your face that you bopped is gonna bop you right back with his warhammer.
My spirit weapon is ranged.
And is gonna get a 23.
Oh jeez, well, that definitely hits. But
no, not you. I meant to say Tonki. I'm not sure what I said.
You did.
No,
say
I mean, it could definitely get to me though. Is another thing. It's like I think it can move like 30 feet, a turn. My spirit weapon. So like, I haven't had enough time to really like book it and make a big gap.
Oh jeez, it deals 13 bludgeoning damage and 1 fire damage.
Okay.
And now it is Barash's turn.
Okay. So where are all of these little glowy guys? I know one of them's on Tonki.
Yeah, one of them you can see and is on Tonki, and then 2 other that you don't know are there that are down in the room at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, okay. And the other one's in the staircase with us. All right, and then I'm going to hit him with my quarter staff, and I got a 12 to hit.
That is going to miss.
That's a miss. Okay.
Yes.
And then that is.
All right. So the 2 creatures, roll. What is it? Arcana for planar shit. Who has that skill?
That'd be Arcana. I have it.
Roll it.
Light it.
Smirk it with a B.
Yeah, I got 10.
These aren't from around here, and this seems similar to dwarves. Anything there might be some sort of connection there.
Dope. I don't bring it up to Tonki.
As for what they're called or anything, you don't really know anything about that. So these 2 creatures that are like standing over Crusher, the one that has the cable wrapped around him kind of like opens its mouth and it makes those like fireball-y sounds, and then the one with the flame above its head is going to talk back, and he's going to be like, no, you stay here with this Warforged. We need to get more information out of him. I'll deal with these intruders.
Oh boy.
And then,
I said,
what up? It says that in common, by the way.
I don't have anything to say. I don't want to taunt him. I don't know how hard he can smack me.
He's gonna bop. Tonki is going to get a 15. Does that hit right now, or are you using your two-handed shit?
He's hitting me?
Yeah, for 15. Or with a 15.
That misses, because I am dual wielding right now.
Dank. So how does dual wielding visually make it different whenever he makes this attack with his warrior?
I feel like I've just got like the weapons kind of like crossed in front of me. Like it's harder to, like I just got more around me that's like harder to like get to, you know?
Yeah.
You deflect better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other one of these creatures is kind of like, even though the Warforged has both of his arms fucked up, he's still kind of like scruggling a little bit. And so the other one of these creatures is like holding him steady with one of his big ass bronze feet on his back and holding onto the cable. And then it's Tonki's turn again.
All right. So there's 2 on me right now.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll concentrate on the first one that's more fucked up.
Okay.
First one is a 18.
That hits.
And second one is a 24. Wait.
Okay.
No, that was really bad math. 21.
Okay. Roll damage on the first one.
8.
Okay. Whenever you bop it, it leaves a sizable dent and it kind of screams and its fire goes out on its head and it falls over dead.
Oh, nice.
So with your second attack, you hit the other dude and roll that damage.
Max damage, so 12.
Oh
This
shit.
poor bastard.
Wait, 11, sorry. My quick maths are betraying me tonight.
Quick math. All right. It is Grin's turn.
I'm just gonna do my usual. Is anyone close to dead? Probably not yet, right?
Tonki got bopped, but I don't think he's close to dead.
No, I'm at 27.
Alright, you good. You good. Then I'll just toll the dead on the new guy that just got bopped, and then I'll hit him with my book. The book is quite the miss, but he needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
You're gonna book it?
Yeah, I tried to book it, but failed.
That'll be a 20.
Oh, double miss. Okay.
Doesn't he take like half damage or some shit?
No, he just doesn't take any.
Oh shit, okay. Cynthia's turn.
Yeah.
Is that my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, so how many are on Ian, and where are the other ones again?
There is one still on Ian, and there is one on Crusher.
Oh.
That you cannot see.
Gotcha. Well, so I have to like go in. Wait, Ian's on the stairs still, right? Kind of like in the entrance.
Yeah, at the very bottom
right.
of the stairs.
Cool. Has this one been taking damage much?
A tad. Yeah.
Right on. I'm gonna shoot it.
11 to it. I think
Yeah.
that's all it's taken.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it, and I'm gonna shoot it with my longbow. Sweet. 25.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah. I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of damage.
14 damage.
Okay.
And
now it is Barash's turn.
Sweet. All right. How far away is the doorway?
From you, it's like 20 feet down. Wait, no, you're standing in the doorway.
Oh, we're standing. Okay.
You are, yeah, because you ran up and bopped the last guy.
Okay, cool. Can I like look around the doorway and like see Crusher anywhere in the room? Is he in my view?
Yeah. The room is probably like It's like 30 feet long and like 15 feet wide.
Okay.
And he's kind of like in the very middle of it. He's like 15 feet from you.
Sweet.
He's on the ground and not having a good time.
Okay. I'm gonna run up on the dude that's attacking him and bop him.
Okay.
Oh. I'm gonna use my inspiration because I got a nat 1.
Okay.
Ew.
Okay. 14.
That
For
does
attack.
not hit.
Dang it. Okay. Alright, well that's my turn then.
Okay. That means that it is that dude's turn that he just tried to bop. He's gonna bop you back. He's gonna pick up his warhammer and smack you. And he gets I think it hits, but let me see the exact number.
Blitzkrieg Bap.
A 23.
Yeah, that hits.
And he's going to deal 11 damage, bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 3 fire damage.
Okay. 14 total.
14. And then it's going to be the dude with the flame above the top of his head. And he's going to actually kind of walk around you, Tonky. He's going to kind of strafe you. And he's going to like reach out his hand in kind of like a claw shape. And he is going to blast some fire at the people that are standing back. So that's Cynthia and Grin.
But he's not leaving my threat range.
Right. He's kind of like keeping his attention on you. With like the left side of his body, but with the right, he's like blasting fire out of his other hand. So you two make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh. Oh, I'm fine. Got a 20.
Oh,
with
shit.
mods.
I got a 10. I think it's worth using inspiration. Can I know if it fails before I use inspiration?
No, I don't think so.
I'm rolling again. Sweet. 21.
Okay. Those both succeed, and you guys take 6 fire damage each.
Ouch.
And now it is Tonky's turn again.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna attack this guy twice.
Do it.
17
That hits.
and a 19.
Yep.
4 damage on the first one.
Okay.
6 on the second.
All right. Now it's Grin's turn.
How shucked is the second fire dwarf?
He's you can see some like cracks in his bronzeness, and he's bloodied. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, what I'm trying to get is I'm gonna smack him on the noggin.
Do it.
Ayo, 18 plus 2 plus 4.
Yep.
Ayo, 8 plus 4, 12 damage.
Okay. He's
Now I
looking
need to make
really
him
bad.
a wisdom save.
All right. That is a 15.
He DC is spell save DC is 8 plus proficiency plus modifier.
Yeah.
Okay, he's fine. Fine.
All right, Cynthia's turn.
I asked
Sorry.
Crusher. I asked Crusher if he's okay, or if he needs any immediate attention, help.
He yells back that you guys need to get out of there.
Tell him that's not what I asked.
He's not like bleeding out or anything, but he also doesn't understand your question just because of the kind of person he is.
Oh my god. What a dumb, heroic, stupid bitch.
Corey Neal, 2018. Yeah, Cynthia's turn.
Alright, so the one I marked is still up, right?
I believe so. The one with the flame above its head?
Oh yeah, the one that just threw fire at us. That dude.
Yes.
I am going to use Planar Warrior on him and shoot him with my longbow. Yeah, the huge 19.
Yeah, that hits.
$15 damage.
Yeah, he gets blasted. And as this dude is dying, he's like, speaks in comment. Before the fire flits away, he's like, speaks in comment. He's like, hey, you go back and tell the Sultan. Go back and tell the Sultan. And he dies. And then it is Barash's turn.
Okay, so the only guy left is the guy that's right on top of Crusher.
Yep.
Right next to me. Okay. I'm gonna try to bop him again.
Okay.
Nat 1 again.
Hey.
Barash is having a bad day. That's alright.
And then this dude is going to you can take disengage as an action, right? Like anybody can do that?
Yeah.
Okay, he disengages and he walks backward and he gets to kind of like the end of this corridor, and at the end of this corridor is a
what?
Is a big ass fire. Sorry, I was listening to my son slamming his door shut. He's like banging on his with both hands. Actually, I think I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check on him.
Okay. Good.
Classic intermission.
Ayo. My brain is like fried. I don't know. I'm crashing hard from the energy drinks earlier.
Why is that song stuck in your head?
I have no idea. I haven't heard that song, like, actually, like, I haven't heard it played by not my own mouth since like it was on GarageBand or whatever the fuck not GarageBand and not Guitar Hero either, the other one, Rock Band.
And?
Yeah.
Guitar Pro.
Guitar Pro.
Oh my god. Yeah, I ain't heard it since those days.
What was that Game Boy interface that people could do?
LSDJ?
Yeah. That's badass.
I always wanted to get good at that, but I could never find a working ROM of it.
It was really difficult to do shit with that.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. But it was like you got direct access to the whole chiptune. What the fuck the whole chiptune soundboard. What?
What's going on over there, Corey?
What the fuck?
What up? I'm back.
What's up, dude?
A whole lot of nada.
Man, okay. No more. Who's that by?
Mr. Knife Guy.
No more.
Is that
guy.
who's Blitzkrieg Bop by?
Ramones.
Ramones.
Oh, it's the Ramones? Okay.
Everyone loves the Ramones.
Trademark.
Oh, I'm upset.
But not everybody likes Ramune, the drink.
Ramen?
You know
Just
those ones that you like pop the marbles on?
Oh, I drank a bunch of those at Chinese New Year.
Yeah, Ramune.
I didn't know that's what they were called. I just knew that they
Probably
had
like-
balls in them.
Probably, yeah, earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The drink with the balls.
Balls?
You mean balls? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I like how the bottles were dimply,
Yeah.
like balls.
Like balls.
Oh my god. So that dude kind of started walking back to the back of the room, and now it's
Okay.
Tonki's turn.
Okay.
Okay, so the guy's trying to get away.
Yeah.
All right. How far away is he?
30 feet.
Tell the soul until the soul dies.
Okay. I'm gonna get up next to him. Get up right behind him. And attack him, and also that way if he keeps trying to move, I'll get to attack him again.
Hell yeah.
$17 to hit. And another 17.
Wow. You just hit his AC twice.
Nice.
He doesn't waste any energy.
7 on the first hit.
Okay.
6 on the second one.
Okay. Now it's Grin's turn.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a new MO. I'm gonna hit him with the God Dick.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna fucking hit him with the 16 plus mod. So 17,
Yeah.
18, 22.
Yeah.
Time to roll a whole lot of D6s. Let me grab some.
What is this, Shadowrun?
I wish.
3rd edition?
3rd edition. Where are all my D6s? I'm like grabbing more D8s than I've ever seen in my lifetime.
You can divide them by 2 and you're good. No.
2.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's how much radiant damage he takes straight to the B-hole.
Damn.
13 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then he needs to make a... Wait, it's a bonus action to hit him with my fucking... I'm gonna grant advantage to my own damn self.
Oh my god, bop him with it.
And I'm gonna bop him with it. It's a good thing, too, because I just fumbled. And I got a 17 this time.
Yeah, it's...
Well, 17 plus stuff. And I hit him for 7 more damage with the book.
Okay.
The Never-Ending Story.
Cool.
Is he not dead?
He's not dead.
Shice. Well, unfortunate. I was hoping to murder him.
Cynthia's turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark to the one that's still around,
Cool.
and I'm gonna
Your boners action.
a bonus action. I'm gonna.
We get a bonus action?
Yeah.
Only if you rock hard.
Yeah.
Always.
21.
Yep.
Only if you're
17 force. Oh wait, regular damage.
regular.
That's
Regular.
gonna murder him.
It's a regular glass.
Oh,
regular
shit.
glass.
Regular glass.
I still don't really know what the story was behind that, even though I bring it up all the time, and then I ask what the story was, and then someone explains it to me, and I forget.
Because the story's not remarkable at all. Someone just said that in a weird way, and that was it. It's almost kind of like how, like, what's the story behind Owen Wilson and WoW?
Wow.
He just said it that way, and it's pretty cool.
Is from this dude named Juan Santos that I worked with at my old Olive Garden. And Brandon Patterson was telling a story once about how he's like making fun of Brandon because he said regular glass like that, I think.
Yeah.
And then he just started like doing this weird thing with his head. Every time he said it, he's just like regular glass, like he's a fucking like 1700s aristocrat.
What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
Okay, but what you do know is that these things are all dead.
All right, so
And
there's
the combat music kind of dies down.
I again ask, what's his name, Crusher, how he'd feel about medical attention.
He's like, oh well, I mean, I don't think that you can get. I just need to get back to Artesia. I don't think that you know how to fix my arms or anything.
I say, okay, that's fair, but also, is there anything else like? Was this the thing you were scared of that we just killed, or is there more?
I mean, yeah, I thought that you guys were all gonna die. I mean, I'm pretty heckin' strong, and they messed me up pretty bad.
It's okay. We have plot armor, but also,
You're also four people.
So that was all. So that was all. There's no more that you know of.
Not that I know of. It's just those three guys.
Okay, word. I want to try something. I'm gonna cast what's it? The Cure Wounds spell I know on him and see if it does anything.
Okay.
Well, if it does, he gets 8 HP back.
His fucked up arm actually starts to kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Reform itself, reconstitute itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not like as good as it once was. You still see some like pretty bad cracks in it and stuff, but he's like moving his fingers, like grasping and ungrasping his hand and staring at it. He's like, "Oh, I didn't think that would work. That's super weird. Where'd you learn that kind of magic?"
That's just normal magic, my man.
He's like, "I've never seen like healing magic before."
Oh, that's because I'm not a godless heathen like your mom.
Damn. He starts to like get pretty mad at that. He's like,
I'm just
take
joshing.
that back. Take it back.
I'm joshing.
That wasn't a funny joke.
You're right. I actually think your mom's super cool, and that you guys are a marvel.
Roll deception.
That's not deception. I'm taking like nerd boner notes over here about how curing magic works on a robot.
He rolls insight and he fails, so he still doesn't like you.
I'm fine with that.
I don't get it.
He got a 4. He's like, yeah, I think that we need to get back to Artesia because those guys, I think that there might be more that are gonna come and try to fight Mother.
Mother.
Okay.
Look at me, Mother. Wait, no, that's not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of be strong, Clarence.
Yeah.
Be strong for Mother.
You just mixed up that with "Look at Me, Brother."
Yes, I did.
You did it again. Don't shit in the hand the bird gave you.
Don't shit in the hand the bird gave you. That's fucking timeless wisdom, man. That'll get you far.
So he's like, yeah, okay, let's go. We gotta go talk to Artesia because I think that she might be in grave danger. I did a very bad thing.
What did you do?
Well, I broke the door that she told us never to approach or look at or anything.
Why did you do that? Was it an accident?
Well, Alpha started talking to me, and he has a really good way with. He told me that not everything with our existence is as it seemed, and that I should check out this door, and behind it would show me some truth. And so I was down here, I was just like cleaving away at some of the stone, and I really got to wondering, and I came down here and it had some pretty crazy markings on it, and I figured, what could hurt? I do it all the time. I crush stone all the time, so how's this any different? And I crushed through it, and I found this fire. And those 3 guys, they started asking me all this stuff.
What'd you tell them? I guess it doesn't matter too much now, but...
Well, they were looking for some sort of sword. They said that Artesia was supposed to make some sort of sword for some dude named Sultan or something.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't know about any sort of sword. And I told them that, but they didn't believe me. They just kept on smashing my arms and asking me where it was.
Damn, they were torturing you?
I mean, I've only got 1 arm now.
That's fucking rough. Okay.
Wow.
Artesia was supposed to make these guys a sword. Did they say why?
No, they just said that it was for the Sultan. Whoever that guy is.
Did it seem like she owed them a debt?
I mean, they were pretty insistent. I don't know.
You'll probably go ask her.
He says, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go talk to her. She needs to know that she's in danger.
Yeah, I'm with it. I ask if there's any way we can seal this door back off before we leave.
I'm pretty good at crushing things. I don't know how to build them that well though.
Do you happen to have a sibling named like Mender or like Fixer?
Mender like Bender?
Oh my god.
Yeah, or just Carpenter.
Yeah, I know. What does his name be? I keep thinking. Yeah, he has a brother named Mender.
Well, maybe they'll be able to fix this door.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, they're in the mines, so maybe I can like call for him or something. But
right.
I think that.
And let's go get you a new arm.
Oh, nice. Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, did we look for any cool shit?
By you asking that, I assume that you are, and what you find is I'll figure it out later. But you do find some cool stuff and some money.
Oh, sweet.
But I don't have anything like specifically written down right now. Yeah, so he starts leaving and he starts exiting the cave.
Follow that bad boy, unless we're. I mean, you said he crushed the door down, right? To close it. Okay, yeah. So then I'm fine with following him.
Okay. You see Renner outside, and he's like, "Hey, what happened to you, dude? What happened to your arm? Your huge, cool crushing arm?" And Crusher's like, "Oh man, there's some like dudes in there, and they, oh geez, I don't want to talk about it, but there's some dudes down there, and they crushed my arm." He's like, "Oh boy, this is bad. Yeah, let's go talk to Artesia about this." And then he leads you back to Artesia through the woods for like that hour-long hike or whatever. And when you get what
is there any opportunity where the party's out of earshot of these guys?
You can like call one aside or something.
Who's got the? I guess I pulled Dehern aside and I'm like, what do you think the odds are that Artesia like made some kind of deal or something with those guys and they helped her make these Warforged in return for some sort of...
I did not think about that, but that makes a lot of sense. Because those things did not seem made of flesh and bone.
Like, I'm worried about how much maybe we can even trust Artesia necessarily. She seems like a little finicky. What is there? Do you think there's a possibility that Artesia collaborated with these entities to make the Warforged in exchange for something?
I think that's highly probable considering their construction. But also, I don't know at this point if Artesia is really to be trusted. Seems like some weird stuff went down.
Yeah, I'm skeptical. Like, I think that probably the Warforged, like, I think probably Arrow has learned something that is like an incomplete revelation, about their Huh?
You mean Alpha has?
Yes, sorry, I do mean Alpha. I think he probably learned something, but doesn't know the whole truth about like whatever it is that's bothering him. And I think maybe we learned something like else about it just now. Like that's my suspicion.
Is it what?
I think we should definitely keep thinking and like snooping around before we jump to a conclusion.
Yeah, absolutely.
These they're Azers, right?
Yes.
The Dwarves.
Yes.
These Azers and their Sultan might be huge assholes, and it might be fine that they're locked behind a door, or that fire. Was that fire still there when we left?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Oh shit! I didn't check for portals when we were over there. Could I have checked for portals and say we did that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still within a mile. Is it a mile away?
I mean, you guys are basically to Artesia, but it was a portal.
Oh dang! Okay, that's the feeling. I just want to make sure, dude. So yeah, think we should. Do you think we should ask her about the Sultan, like directly, or what? Corby.
I don't know. I'm not a excellent at maneuvering in those situations, but shit, I'm dumb. But I do think that, I mean, if we get an opportunity to like kind of like bring it up in conversation, like we should at least be like, yeah, we found these weird things. Oh, so strange, and then see how she reacts. Know what I'm saying?
Sounds good to me.
You're the DM.
What's up?
I was saying that, like, I don't know if we should like directly confront her about it, but I think we should absolutely bring up like, yeah, we found these weird guys in there, like they're made of fire and they beat up what's his name. How weird is that? And then like gauge her reaction,
Tonki is all about direct confrontation.
Well, you can totally like bust up.
He thinks that's a coward's plan.
I say, well, Tonki, I'm a coward.
But you're cute.
Oh,
I blush.
Tonki, yeah, he's like, I'll be the one to do it if you guys are scared.
I just I don't want her to get skittish about us. I don't want to overplay our hand, is I guess what I'm saying.
Well, there's nothing wrong with demanding the truth from someone that you are in league with.
I mean, that is absolutely true and fair. I'm more coming at this from a diplomatic angle. I don't feel comfortable making this comparison anymore. I was gonna say I'm coming at this from like a Henry Kissinger perspective. But I don't like it. I take it back. Yeah, I don't know. I obviously can't stop you from doing whatever you want to do because you're a strong man. But I feel as though if we get too direct with her about it, she might turn on us.
Well, then we'll cut her down.
Damn, that's brutal.
Jesus. You get back to Zula like, how'd it go talking to my old friend? We murdered her.
Yeah, she's
because
dead.
She was evil.
I can't fault Tonki's as a previous Hikaru. I can't fault Tonki's disposition here. Yeah, I mean that's my 2 cents. I say this. Let's make a deal here then, Tonki. Give me like 15 minutes to see if we can sort of ease our way into the conversation, and if she's trying to like weasel her way out of it, then hit her with the dwarven hammer. Was that racist?
A little bit, but it's okay. I'm not don't have delicate sensibilities.
Shut the dwarf on her.
He says that because you guys are companions, that he'll give you that.
I'll frame it this way. Maybe this will like make him feel a little bit better about it. Let's give her the opportunity to come clean before we get full confrontational.
Yeah, that's fine. He's not right now. Like personally, he's not super suspicious of
what's her name?
Artesia.
Gotcha.
So he's fine with that.
Cool. All right, let's get to the bottom of this.
Okay, cool. You guys walk back into camp, and Runner and Crusher walk up to Artesia, and Artesia's like, "What happened? What happened to you, Crusher? You know I told you not to crush that door. Did you try to crush the door and then you hurt your arm, I'm guessing? And Christian's like, no, mother. I did crush the door, and some guys came out of a fire, and they were asking me about you and asking about some sword, and I told them that you didn't have a sword and that you didn't you didn't know anything about a sword. And she's like, you told them I didn't have this. Oh boy. Oh, this is bad. The Sultan's gonna be kind of mad about this.
I say, don't worry. We killed them all.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess at least they're not coming to try to find me right now, but they'll definitely send more. How was the door? She turns to you guys and asks you how the door was, if it was just like, if it's repairable, basically.
I do not know.
It was pretty gunched.
It was pretty crushed. It was on the crushed ice setting.
Yeah. She's like, oh, this is bad. Well, I need to get into my study. And she like punches her other hand. She's like, I really need to get in there, and maybe I can figure something out. Maybe I can seal it away again, but
I say, okay, we can do that, but also, what guesses do you have as to why Alpha is being this way?
I think that maybe he has some sort of defect.
Sense motive as fuck right now. I got a goddamn fucking 22.
She is lying out of her ass.
Yeah, I thought so.
He has some sort of defect, maybe, or something like that. I'm not sure what. Maybe he's like, you know how teenagers go through that rebellious phase?
I say I don't. I never did that.
Do you have children?
No. I was trying to think of something really fucked up to say.
What? Like, neither do you, basically?
No, like, not unless you want.
Oh my god. She's like, well, maybe if you have children and they start growing up, then maybe you'll understand their call to independency.
I don't really understand child psychology, but I do understand a fair amount of regular psychology. And I don't think you're being very honest with me right now, to be blunt.
She's like, there's a lot of things that you don't know about me, so I can understand why you'd get that impression. Okay, let me come clean with you guys. I promised. So, in my travels, whenever I came out here, I was looking for a way to create life, right? Well, I read about this thing called the Everflame, and I actually had to travel to the Plane of Fire to find it, but it was guarded by a sultan. And in order for me to use the Everflame and to gain an ember from it, I had to strike a deal, and he wanted a what's that fucking a scimitar. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. He wanted a scimitar to give to hit the love of his life, and I promised it to him. I promised him the coolest dang scimitar in the fucking world. But well, I mean, it's kind of difficult to make a scimitar that's that cool. So, I mean, I've been waiting until the right time to make it, and let me just say that I haven't made it yet.
Okay. I figured.
So you're just a procrastinator.
Yeah.
So does perhaps Arrow know this? Is that what this is about? Or is this something else?
So I'm actually gonna retroactively say that she like pulled you aside whenever she said that she was coming clean with that, and
Okay.
the arrow does not know about it.
Sense motive.
Okay.
16.
Not the whole truth.
Okay. I feel like this is half the story, and Arrow knows the other half.
Do you mean Alpha? We're talking about Arrow.
I do mean Alpha. Every time
Oh.
I say Arrow, I mean Alpha.
She seems pretty like dismissive about it, dismissive about Alpha, and is trying to like convince you not to take Alpha for his word. But she's like, yeah, he thinks he knows stuff, but I mean,
Okay, well, I think I've figured out what I have, like, I think I've asked the questions I have,
Yes.
What's everyone else think about this whole thing?
I want to talk to Alpha.
Same. I think we should go back without her and talk to Alpha and find out what he knows. And tell him what we found.
This is a little cynical, but maybe we can go back with Crusher and he can, like, vouch for us.
Yeah. That sounds good.
so are you gonna kind of like spin in a certain way, or are you just like, hey, Crusher, let's go to the tower?
Maybe we can. Are we doing this with or without Artesia's knowledge?
I think without.
Yeah, I can.
We can do.
I don't know.
I think we can do it with her knowledge and just say it like we're gonna go try and reason with him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm into that. I can.
Get him to let you back into your tower, to your study.
Oh, that's a good idea. Alpha and Crusher were always kind of close to one another. And so you walk away with Crusher, and he still has kind of like a messed up arm, but he's just walking. He's like, so you guys want me to try to bust the door down? Is that it?
No, we just want you to talk.
Yeah, we think maybe if Alpha hears what you've been through, maybe he'll have a change of heart.
Artesia is coming with you too, because she doesn't fully trust the way that these conversations are going.
Oh God!
And
I'm gonna try. Okay, do you guys think I should try, or we should try to persuade her not to, or should we just accept that it's happening?
Yeah, we should probably try and persuade her. Like, reason with her. Like, he's not gonna listen if you're there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like almost that exact thing.
But my persuasion's -1, so I'm just gonna like stand around stoically.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
I got some persuasion.
Oh, okay. You probably better persuasion than me. Oh, actually, I don't know. What's your total modifier? Mine's 3.
We have a bard in the party.
Mine's 4.
We do have a bard. Does the bard have training in persuasion?
All right.
What's your persuasion, Joe?
My persuasion is +2.
Are you?
I think that's one better than mine. So.
Okay. I roll.
What is it? Plus.
Charlie has +2 on persuasion.
Oh, well, I have +4.
Okay.
Whoa. Nice-u. Donkey's the diplomat? What the fuck?
He's good at intimidation and persuasion, and like this is the way that it is.
Yeah, it's like you can accept what I just said, or we can fight about it.
Yeah.
Actually, instead of persuasion, it's a charisma skill also. That's why mine's only +2.
Gotcha. Well, how does Tonky handle this whole thing?
Tonky tells her that the last time she came, like he wouldn't say anything and nothing got done. And if she's asking for our help, she needs to let us do it.
Damn.
What? Sorry, say that again.
If she's asking for our help, she needs to like let us do it our way.
Yeah, and like not come with you guys?
Yeah, I got a 15.
Trying to think if there's like an opposed check or if that's like a DC kind of thing.
It's probably just opposed diplomacy or maybe motive. Or maybe insight rather.
She says, all right, I'll let you get to it, but remember, take everything that he has to say with a grain of salt. Because he's a bad boy. He's locked himself in my house.
Bad boy. What you want to do? Yeah.
So you guys do walk up with Crusher. And it's just you four and Crusher. And Alpha like stands up on the ramparts again, and he has this huge ass longbow. And he's like, "You there? I see you've met Crusher. He's a pretty cool dude, isn't he?" And Crusher's like, "Oh, you stop."
I'm shipping
Crusher's my boy. I love Crusher. I'm fine with him.
Say, hey, let us in. We want to talk.
No, I'm not letting you guys in.
Oh, well, I guess we'll talk.
Okay. So I assume that you've talked to Crusher. Crusher, what did you find? Did you take my advice? Did you go and look? Crusher's like, yeah, I found some stuff that I didn't really understand. There were some like fire guys back behind that door, and they were like talking about like a scimitar or something. And he's like, yeah, the scimitar for the Sultan. Artesia isn't the mother that you think she is. And Crusher is just like frozen in thought.
I ask him what he's implying.
He's like, did you ask Artesia how she makes us? Did you ask Artesia if we asked to be made or where we came from?
No, tell us.
Well, she created us as abominations with arcane intellect. And Crusher's like, no, that's not true. She made us like she made us like kind of like golems. Like we're her boys. We're her children. And he's like, no, I am Alpha, and I've been a Warforged longer than anybody else, and I'm starting to remember that my name was once Randall, and I wasn't always a Warforged.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh no.
And Krish is like, what do you mean? And he's like, it's still too distant for me, but I just know that Artesia isn't to be trusted.
Wow.
That's fucked. Okay. Definitely. I ask him what all he remembers.
He's like, I remember bits and pieces of my previous life. I was and he's like, he like, the lights in his eyes die down while he puts his hand on his temple, and he's like deep in thought. He's like, I was a bandit once. I hunted on the open highway. I can't remember.
Sounds like you're a shitty person.
He doesn't deny it.
I ask if he suspects Artesia had something to do with, like, I don't know how to phrase this in a way that's not like leading. I mean, I don't think she's like evil. I do think she's maybe unethical. But I suspect that, like, if these were people once, then they were probably people that, like, were going to die, or maybe, like, had something really wrong with them. And so then she experimented on people like that, you know? So that it's at least, like, some sort of, like, gray area type deal, you know what I mean? But I don't know how to get... If he doesn't remember, then he doesn't remember, so I don't want to, like... just assume that.
Yeah.
Well, shit, that is like that's a rough revelation. So I guess I don't know. I asked him what his next like course of action is.
He's like, I'm trying to find out how the other Warforged that I have with me believe me, rightfully so. They believe the truth. And we're trying to find out how Artesia created us and what it means to be alive.
Oh God.
Well, what can we do to find out if you can't get in?
He's like, just distract Artesia while we try to find out what this means.
Okay, but what's the time frame we're looking at here? Because we actually came to get Artesia's help solving a problem of our own.
He's like, give me 8 hours.
8, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he's like, give me several hours, but more specifically 8.
Okay. How do you guys feel about this?
Is he just gonna like let us in after 8 hours? Or are we gonna talk to him again after 8 hours? He might let us in.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Because if it's the first one, then I'm all for it. But if it's the second one, then not so much.
Yeah. We'll review your application in 8 hours.
He's kind of like reviewing Artesia, like bringing about Artesia's reckoning, kind of trying to figure out, I don't know, more about his own creation than about Artesia. So he doesn't, he's not specific as to like, yeah, I'll let you in after 8 hours. He's just like, we're trying to figure this thing out, and I think that it'll take like several more hours.
I say, I don't know that we have the luxury of that amount of time. So, like, how about you meet us halfway here? Like,
that does.
Yeah. What were you saying, Daryl? You kind of cut out.
Said, like, let us help you.
Yeah. What
help
if
us
like
help you?
Yeah.
By helping us help you.
Okay. He's like, if you guys are in with Artesia, then I don't think that I can trust you. I think I can only trust Crusher.
Well, how about you ask Crusher whether or not you can trust us?
That's a very good question. He like Crusher looks up. He's like, Crusher.
Okay, we're
Are
back
these-
again.
He's like, Crusher. Are you? Do you trust these people? Do you think that they're gonna try to stop us? And he's still got a bunch of inner conflict about his mother and about you guys.
I say, look, we're not trying to take sides in this. We don't want to get in your way. We have a problem, and we need Artesia's knowledge and expertise. So if we can help resolve this and get it out of the way, whichever, like, come what may with this whole thing, that's fine. But there's a pretty pressing matter that we have to attend to. So we're not trying to step on your toes or get in the way of your search for truth or whatever. And if Artesia sucks, then we're with you. But I suspect that it's not quite so cut and dry.
He says, I get that you guys have your own thing going on too, but you got to understand that if I allow Artesia to come in here and start doing her thing again, there's no telling what she's gonna do to me. There's no telling how she's gonna stop me, and so I can't take that risk.
I say, cool, then fuck Artesia, just let us in.
Artesia brought you guys on specifically to get into the tower.
That's fair. But we don't know how to shut you. We aren't Artesia. We don't know how to shut you down or whatever you're afraid of either. So
He's like, I may not be a very old Warforged, but I am the oldest of the Warforged, and I know not to take a risk like that.
Jesus. All right, you guys. What do we have to do here?
He's got a good point.
He has, like, I understand his perspective, but I also know that we have problems we have to solve.
Yeah.
And no guarantee he's even going to let us in after 8 hours.
Well, let's give him his 8 hours and see if we're gonna either have to sneak in, or force our way in, or something.
Okay.
What can we do?
Let's start building the trebuchet.
Fuck.
All
Let's start
right.
building the ram.
Do we want to try and sneak in a little bit while we wait? Like, do we want to send a scout out? Like, obviously, probably Dariel.
If we're gonna sneak in, then we should just sneak in. If we're sneaking in just to kill time before we're allowed in, but then that kind of defeats the purpose. We might as well just sneak in.
Okay, I feel you. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm willing to give him 8 hours, and then after that, our hand might be forced, in a sense.
Yeah. What time is it? It's getting kind of late. It feels like
IRL, we're like right on the cusp. If there's anything else you guys last second want to do, then let me know. Otherwise,
This seems like a good stuff.
Yeah.
8 hours is just enough time for a long rest.
hey,
Yeah, exactly.
Is it night or is it early day?
it's very early day. It's like 10 a.m.
So we're gonna see him tonight, basically.
Yeah. You guys finished the long rest like 2.5 hours ago.
Dude, challenge accepted. I'll go back to fucking sleep.
Right.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, okay. I'm stoked. I want to know what's going on here, but if it's time to go, it's time to go.
Yeah, I gotta work at 6.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, peace. I'm gonna boot Craig.
All right, bye, Craig.
Later, Craig.
Fuck off, Craig.